Well, they tell me if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. I must be tougher than woodpecker lips, because I'm gonna take this mess down to the bottoms and cut hay. I try to get to it once a year. I can pretty well get to it in a drought. We're in a drought right now. Bear in mind, we're in a drought right now, and it's gonna be nasty to get down there. I'm gonna take you along. I'm gonna set you up on top. May talk to you a little bit along the way, but just gonna try to protect my camera and get you guys a view of just the drive down to the hay field. And I've got a little 3-point mower. I can mow with it down there. I can't even fit my big mower. You'll see. Well, let's set sail down over the hill. The reason we got the loader on there, we're gonna have to shove stuff out of the way just to get down here. Now this is right at the edge of the yard. It just needs going while I'm right here handy. It broke out, fell down the woods, or broke down out of the woods, fell down. I was kind of afraid of running off into it and hitting the stub in the face on the drive-by with a four-wheeler or something. Now this old hill here, there's where we pulled that tree a while back, pulled it across. There's where that tree fell across the road. This old hill here was just, that's kind of common to see a road down over a hill like this, and they usually start down and curve around. And the reason they done that, they just picked the best place back in the horse logging, or not horse logging, horse farming days. This path was cut probably, I'm just guessing here, it was probably cut with a team of horses and a slip scraper. And, of course, it's been modified all the time along the way with newer and bigger equipment, but it's still just a dirt road down over the hill. This does have some rocks on it. Not very many. It didn't have rocks on it when I moved in. There we go, we're down the river bottoms now, or close to it. Like I say, bear in mind, we're in a drought. It's been a while since had rain there. It's so daggum dry. I dug a 40-foot well the other day and only got 36 gallons of dust. That usually holds water right there and the deer will drink in it. There's a little bit right there, but that's getting, that water there, like I say, it always holds in there, even in a drought. But the problem is it gets stagnant, and the deer still come drink out of it. And eventually they'll get a disease from doing that, and it'll kill off a bunch of them. Kind of Mother Nature's way, I guess. Right up here just ahead of us is a little, there's just some washouts and doobads here. And of course I'm driving through the best of them. I come through here side by side yesterday and like to have got stuck there. Now, I gotta try to get up out of here with loads of hay. And that, and it's not uncommon to get stuck. Oh, skeeters are gonna be nice today. Hungry, they're hungry down here. He was done trying to do a blood sample out of my brain cord. Why, he'll starve to death in there. And if you can't tell, I'm going down there mowing hay. So I must be a little bit hard-headed. That daggum guy's about liable to bend his beak. Let me shove this out of the way here while we're gomming on this. There. Now that's going to run right over and get my fence about next time it floods. Another dead skeeter. Oh, he drilled me in the forehead. Man, today's gonna be fun. I should have put some off or repel or something with some DEET in it, shouldn't I? Now, I don't know where we're gonna be focused at. Just up ahead of us, this here's been in it ain't my ground. It's been in a government tree program for 6, 8, 10 years. This is about how this hayfield was 10, 15 years ago. It had grew up, and I reclaimed it. It's kind of we're in the river bottoms. When the river gets out, it's well over my fence, 2 or 3 feet over my fence. So every time it gets out, of course, I got to work on fence. But like in a drought, the pasturals, there'll be stuff down here for them to eat because it's in the river bottoms. Of course, it's wetter, so it don't dry out as bad as fast. Now we're actually on the neighbors now. That on the left was my ground a while ago. That on the right. Now this 23 acres I got here in the river bottoms, it's actually not even physically, it's not contiguous to my ground. It's not touching my other ground that my house and the rest of my farm's on. It was just the same owner, and when I bought it off. And there used to be, it's down here where we're going, believe it or not, and it come in from the other way. There was a town, probably back in the horse and buggy days. It's still on the books at the county highway department. When I looked, there used to be a road come through there, and the name of the road was Cooper River Ford, I guess. Or Cooper Ford, something like that. I don't even know if it said river, because it's not the Cooper River, it's the Little Wabash River, but it was Cooper River Ford, whatever it is. And of course, so that's going to tell you it's old enough. That's where they forded the river at. Now you can hear us crunching around on treetops because I got to come down through here. I haven't done it this year, but about every other year, I got to come down through here with a pole saw and chainsaw and cut all this stuff back just so I can get through it. I cut it back pretty good last year. You can still see the stops hanging up. Some of them's cut pretty high because I don't want to run over them, right, and poke a hole in the tire. So I cut them high so that I can, if I got to, I can push them over with a stump or push stumps over with a bucket. But yeah, so, and them little old trees, man, they start reaching out here for sunshine. Watch your head. Sorry about that. Here, let's wipe your face off there. You got a little dirt on you. Right over here is the river. You can see the bank, maybe. There might be a place I can get you in a little closer. Or I may stop and get a picture of it if I remember on the way back. Guys, to be honest with it, I ain't trying to be a jerk. I'm choosing to make this video, so what I'm saying, I'm not complaining about, right? I like bringing you guys along, and I like you guys coming along. I love it. But what I was gonna say is sometimes put it this way, I ain't got time to stop and look at the river right now. I'm gonna try to cut hay and beaver crossing. Right there is where beaver drag logs out on. They like these little saplings. They'll be dragging them down there. There's a beaver dam right down here over the creek. But no, I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I ain't got time to stop. I'm glad you're here, but I ain't got time to stop and show you the river right now. I might do it here after a bit. I'm pretty goal oriented. I gotta get this hay mowed this morning. Gotta go pick up a couple chainsaws at noon or afternoon. She said anytime afternoon. I don't know, and I can't even tell what they are. You guys know how that stuff is on FaceWeb Market Space. It's only got about one crappy picture, and it had 2 chainsaws in it. One of them looks like a little home light, top handle rig, and the other one's a Husqvarna, and it looks like it's got a decomp plug in it. Now, I'm not familiar with Husqvarnas, and I always say we ain't got Husqvarnas here, but they're for sale, and I think maybe I ought to own them because they're right up my alley and right in my price range. Yeah, best I can tell from the ad, $20 for the pair, and it says may be good for parts. She doesn't even say they're good for parts, said they may be good for parts. See, we're about hub deep right there on mud. I'm sorry I couldn't get you a better picture, but even where this shows, even where this looks like it ain't too bad. That silt, there's no, what it looks, there goes a deer. There goes a deer. Where it looks like that's dirt, well, it is dirt, but it's silt, and it's about that deep, or that deep, or that deep. Used to have problems with people who didn't respect other people's stuff, just tear the crap out of this with their four-wheelers all the time. Just come down in here. Of course, they were trespassing. They didn't have any authority to be down here for sure. But that didn't make the damage any less, and which really makes it difficult for a guy like me to get down here now and get a crop out. There's a double ditch up here ahead. I've put a corduroy log bottom in it. Hopefully it'll hold us up, because this here is one of them real good places to get stuck. It's got a little bit of a bottom in it still. The logs ain't rotted down yet. And then here's another one. And that's kind of a double. It's almost like a whoopty on motorcycles, right? There's 2 ditches that get real close together. The river again's just off to our right. We're circling around the river. We've made a big old loop around the river, and yeah, we're getting close to the field. So you can see I've still got to bring a hay baler down, or I've still got to, after I mow this, you can see we're pretty tight, and after I mow this, I got to pull a rake down here and rake this hay. Then I got to pull a baler down here and bale it, and then I got to pull a hay wagon down here, and this here's a little soft too. Better hit differential lock. It's way softer on the other side. On my right, your right. Guess I should have put the camera over there, probably made a better video, because that tire there's that's 28 inch, 950 28s, maybe some front tires on this, and she's up within just this much of the spindle on this side, about every hole I go through. But anyhow, I got a haul rake and baler down through here yet, and then try to haul hay out of here. We're almost through there. You guys won't be able to. I can see the brush through the field there. Or I can see the field through the brush there. See the brush through the field. Yeah. In case any of you hunting type are asking, nah, there ain't no deer down here. Ain't no place for them to hide, and there ain't nothing for them to eat. Deer don't even like it down here. Starved right to death. Scared to death. Hey, they'd rather be out there in the middle of the highway where they can see stuff coming. Oh, she's getting ready to open up. We're gonna get some sunshine and some open country here. Now guys, bear in mind, this ain't great hay. I just gotta keep it mowed so that I can keep this field. So I won't have to recover it again. Guys, we're in the field now. I might stop back here and add some more to the video, but I'm gonna get the hay mowing. Talk to you guys later. Yeah, okay, you can see we got the field done here. All that all the way around there is a horseshoe in the river. I'm in a horseshoe in the river. We'll bring you over here and show you the river right quick. Got some nice big timber on it. It's nice. Not much, it's just a wreath around it. Now it's wider in some spots. I brought you to about the narrowest spot of the river. You can see we got some nice beaver activity down here. It don't look like they hurt that oak tree much, but they sure didn't help it any. Been gnawing on that. And like I say, we're in the drought. The river's down right now. Hopefully you guys can see all right. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you down to the river. Pretty good fishing down there, believe it or not, if a guy wants to eat that. And that's the kind of stuff I grew up eating, so it don't bother me none. Guy wouldn't go eat a chicken if he knew what they ate, would he? Or a hog, either one. Yeah, bacon wouldn't be fitting to eat if you know what it took to make bacon with it. Or eggs. Or chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets, them's out, because they take the leftovers of stuff the chickens won't even eat. But no, this same spot, there's a little place I like to sit and watch wildlife a little bit. Scared of heights, if you can't tell. It's only got one ladder on it. And that kind of lets me see my hay field, see what's going on. I can watch my hay grow. This is a little neck. The river's just 40 foot behind that tree stand there. Anyhow, I just thought I'd show you. Guys, I'll probably just finish this video off with that stupid song that I made up while I was doing this here hay. It's just something to be ignorant. It ain't a song, ain't trying to be world famous. It's probably aggravating to you. If you like old country, it's just a parody. If you don't, fine. Might want to click out now. Thanks. Appreciate her. We was heading down the bottoms where the Little Wabash flows, through the mud and the crud and the food plots where the itchweeds tend to grow. Across a little creek on Kelsey's, down the hill and up the dale. Got a 90-horse deer with a load of hay on the rear with Mother Nature on my tail. I'd seen her on the radar and my hay was getting damp. She was 20 miles away by the Interstate 70 ramp. She commenced to throwing lightning strikes and made that thunder wail. I throwed the deer and four-wheel drive Mother Nature on my tail. Now I got a yeller stripe and a big old pipe. Mother Nature's done been scorned. Got diffy, lock, and turbo, you know, but that weatherman said you've been warned. Well, the race was on, but I had the edge with a rig that'll never fail. Got a 90-horse deer load of hay on the rear with Mother Nature on my tail. Yeah, it was. Well, I grabbed another gear and I started turning wide. My big old fat tractor tires were starting to slip and slide. Well, that hay chaff blew and the sawdust flew and it was itchier than hell. Just beating the rain with my wagon train with Mother Nature on my tail. We were haying in the bottoms where the Little Wabash flows, through the mud, the crud, and the food plots where the itchweed tends to grow. Across a little creek on Kelsey's, down the hill and up the dale. Got a 90-horse deer with a load of hay on the rear with Mother Nature on my tail. Look out now, here she comes. Oh, we gonna get it now. Don't hit that fella with the banjo. We're gonna waller in this here slough now, Nature. Tractor wide and hub deep. Little Kelsey's Creek, they call it. May have to use a diffy lock. Gonna do a wheelie on that clay knob now, Nature. Can you dig it, Nature? Oh, got bounced around a bit on that one, didn't we? Goodness gracious, I'd like to have lost my hat. That deer of mine made Nature whine. Mother Nature had to punt. She was stalled out over Edgewood, so she built another front. I pulled up the top of the hill and went driving towards the stack. Holy crap, thunderclap, I'm feeling sprinkles on my back. Now I got a yeller stripe and a single pipe, but Mother Nature's done been scorned. Got a diffy lock and turbo, you know, but that weatherman said you'd been warned. Well, the race was on, but I had the edge with a rig that'll never fail. Had a 90-horse deer with a load of hay on the rear, sitting outside in the hail.